Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss our personal enthusiasm towards Buzzard's Roost opening on Whiskey Row.
Woohoo!
This looks gorgeous. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Katie Joyce, Bo Cumberland, and Kathy Cool.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hello. So, one of the whiskey magazines, the one that does all the whiskey awards, and I forget, maybe it's Whiskey Advocate, but I can't say that 100%. But I just saw that today it was announced that their Bourbon Bar of the Year was Bourbon's Bistro. So, a little round of applause for Bourbon's Bistro. First of all, our buddy Jason Brown. I love the fact that man is finally getting some love and respect. I've known Jason for a long time, and I started in this industry, if you will, we'll say after the podcast started. So 2017, I probably met Jason. And at that time, he was kind of in the doldrums because he said, talk to the people that are in here. And you know who's in here? People who follow bourbon, but do it on a national level. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, which is a foodie town, and we think we do a good job. The locals don't come in here. It's people who see it on lists and things like that. And it feels like it's over the last, maybe since COVID, it's kind of taken a turn where Louisville realizes what they have in Bourbon's Bistro, and they're supporting it. They're coming out, and he's not only making these lists, he's winning things like this, Bourbon Bar of the Year. I think that's great because he's the original. I mean, you look at all the things that are exciting right now. He's been doing it for, I think they've been open 17 years this year. And he's been doing that stuff since the beginning. Things like bourbon dinners, that's commonplace now. He's the first one. Barrel picks by a bar, first one to do. Things like Four Roses and many other ones. He's the first one to do those. Bourbon flights. Again, you think, well, flights, everybody does flights. That's a bourbon bar standard. He's the first one to do it. He was the first one to have bourbon in his name. I mean, now you can name Down One Bourbon Bar. All these bourbon bars have bourbon in it. The first bar to have bourbon in its name is Bourbon's Bistro. So so many firsts, and it's just exciting to see. We're going to be talking about his company, Buzzard's Roost. He's now in the whiskey business as well, so we'll talk about that after the break. For right now, before we get to that topic, Kathy said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, Kathy?
Yeah, I do. So, Steve, as a barrel shop owner, you recently had some drama with a barrel that you purchased and it didn't arrive to your store.
Correct.
And in that discussion we were talking about last week, I discovered in my collection, I have a Four Roses single barrel that has 3 stickers.
Really?
Yeah, it has 3 stickers on it. It was and I don't know how this happened, but there are 3 separate stickers saying it is a barrel pick from 3 separate stores.
I could see that. So
and I wanted your input.
Our pick, Again, I don't understand this, and distributors, they're tough to deal with. And, they don't care when something goes wrong, by the way. And matter of fact, they wouldn't care if we didn't see. What's different about us is we know the people that own the businesses. So we go back, we don't just be like, oh, I'm sorry. Cause initially they're telling us all kinds of stuff. Hey, they only sent us one case and all this kind of bullshit. We go back to the people that own the company that sold us the barrel, and we say, this is what they're telling us. And then they get on it. And you know what? Then they light the fire under the distributor. Then the distributor's in panic mode because now they're getting told, you're not performing. You've screwed up. And now all of a sudden they're actually working on this. So very frustrating. And our barrel finally shows up after telling us we don't know where it's at. We don't understand. And it finally shows up. And guess where it's at? It was sitting in Lake of the Ozarks at a competitor store called McAdoodles. I can say that because I don't know that McAdoodles did anything wrong. I don't know how they got to get the barrel. I don't even really understand that. We don't get told the story, but McAdoodles ends up with that. So we get it back. And of course, it's been case cut. It's been on display, and over our label is hand selected by McAdoodles. Hand selected. No. Their sticker says, "Hey, they didn't do shit. They got a barrel that was ours, and they put a sticker on over our stuff that says hand selected by McAdoodles." That's weird to me. I don't understand. And then someone said, "Well, to their defense, they're multi-location, they're a big company, and maybe they thought it was hand selected at their corporate office." Maybe, I don't know. I'm not saying they did anything wrong, but I do say, "Oh, how did they get that?"
So, do you think if you hadn't had the relationship with the distiller,
it would it's just gone? Yeah. 100.
It would now have 3 stickers on it, like the one in my collection.
Yeah, we wouldn't have got it back.
Stickers.
We wouldn't have got it back because we were basically, it was a dead end road when we called the distributor to find out what's going on with it. Every excuse in the world of that's what you get, and it is what it is. But Katie, here's the kick in the nuts about this thing. So we order, and it's not a lot of money. This is one of those deals where the money doesn't matter. It matters what happens. So we order an entire pallet, which is, I don't know, 24 cases or something like that. We buy the entire barrel that's on the way to us, and we're supposed to get it. And then the truck shows up. We don't know. Our sales reps will say it's coming tomorrow. Your barrel's coming tomorrow. All the stuff. So they're telling us the barrel's coming. The barrel shows up. We had ordered our barrel plus a case of something else we needed in the store. We get both of those, but that's below their minimum because they only shipped us one case off of our barrel. They charge us $5 because we have under the minimum amount on the case. That's a kick in the nuts. When we ordered a barrel, they told us we're getting our barrel, and we're clear that the barrel is very expensive. It's way over the minimum. Well, because then when they screw up, they charge us for that. So here's the funny thing about distributors: no matter what the mistake is, you're the one, as the business owner, is the one who loses money. You lose the money. They never lose any money because of mistakes they make. You lose money as the business owner. Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, the five. We're like, you know what? It kind of matters because we're angry about this. This kind of matters, that $5. It's and so I don't know. They said they're going to bring us a bottle of something now to make up for it. That they're just going to give us, which
and that's the thing is that I see. So
they're bringing you some Fireball.
Probably that's what we'll get. Here you go. Here's a bottle of Fireball.
So my brother works for a distributor, and so I see a little bit of the number of bottles that they are able as a distributor to use for incentives of to give to companies, to use for to make things right.
But that's not their property to give away.
Right. And that's the thing. I'm like, if you have that much flexibility in other areas, why are you all not just making it right and not charging the companies stupid fees like this?
Yes.
Let's go back to the source and just make this right from the start, and then we don't have this stupid
You're right, Kitty.
At the end.
You're right.
All of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we've got this case of wine that someone returned and we can't resell, so just give it out for free."
So get this, Katie. Get this. We finally get and again, it had been available for sale at another store. We get it back, and it's whatever. Now it's 19 cases plus one open case that has 5 bottles instead of 6. They charge us another $5 because we have an open case that they have to deliver. We did. So now we're then this $10.
Before, there's been a distributor where you had an open case and they said that they couldn't actually take back an open case, so they gave you store credit instead of a return.
Right. Oh yeah. So we got to hit another $5 again. They say they're going to bring us out a bottle to make up for this. They're like, there's nothing we can do. That's part of that's in the system. And if we deliver it to you, we have to charge you that. Like, we'll make it up to you. We promise. We'll see what happens with the makeup.
So you're out $10.
$10 for because they screwed up. Yeah. Plus,
Steve, your cousin already paid.
Does your cousin know this?
maybe my cousin sent me the check for them. He made me whole. My cousin made me whole.
Full circle.
He sent me a birthday card with $10 check in it. So maybe it's for that. Maybe I have to sign it over to the ABV Barrel Shop.
$10.
There it is. We found it.
I don't understand the $10 check. I really had a loss for
We found it though. We found it.
We found the $10.
Full circle.
There's the $10. On that note, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? I'm going to start this time. I haven't started yet. I've got Planters Ozark Highlands whiskey. This is the ABV Barrel Shop pick.
That is such fun whiskey too.
It is a good one, isn't it?
So good.
It's a good one. It's a good one. So here we go.
Good.
Boy, almost no cork pop at all, but
I heard nothing.
yeah, I heard something, but it wasn't much.
I didn't hear it, but I felt it.
Okay. So I don't think I'm going to win this thing. I have the lead. Kathy looks like she's ready to go.
I have Buzzard's Roost.
Oh, Buzzard's Roost. Okay, signed by Bronner, looks like.
Yeah, this is their straight bourbon whiskey, toasted French oak. It is signed.
Yes.
And has been opened, so I'm not hiding this. I will put it by my microphone.
Okay, that was really good. We have to say, you say Heidi, but maybe it's Katie, because remember when Katie's like, oh yeah, I've been drinking this one quite a bit. And we look at the plastic still on there. Not opened at all.
The wrapper.
Not even open it. She's got to cut the wrapper to open it.
Katie and the Heidi are the same.
I've been enjoying this one so much. It's like, no, you haven't enjoyed it at all.
I've enjoyed looking at this one for weeks and weeks.
All right, on that note, Katie, you're next. What do you got?
I have Buzzard's Roost, toasted barrel.
It's been opened.
Open.
It has been opened. I don't have to cut off the paper.
Right. Okay, that was good. A little sloshy at the end. You like to point out when I slosh it. You did, but clearly,
I like your explanation for pointing out my slosh. Thank you.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't have done that, but you do it to me.
I would expect it. You got to point out the slosh.
You didn't win. I could have just left it at that, and like Kathy's was better. But no, I want to go ahead and point out that there was some bad form there. So yes, just trying to be fair to everyone. Next up is McNew.
I have a Nashville Barrel Company from 859. I don't have a lot left in this. I don't think I'm
last show pour.
Woo!
Ace.
It's actually kind of bassy. It turned
Very bassy. Not enough to take any sort of lead though. So Kathy's got the lead, but Bo is still alive here. He's got a cork pop coming up.
I'm going with some Russell's Reserve.
Pretty new bottle. Doesn't look like it's brand new. But it's pretty full.
I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
Pretty new. It's totally new.
Oh, you Tim Swyated it. You Tim Swyated. Yeah, he's like, honestly, that never happens. It never happens to me. I can't believe that just happened.
It never happens.
Or we could call it a Lenny. You guys talked over it.
Oh yeah, Lenny always says you talk over it. So yeah, it was 6 years of talking over Lenny's cork pops. Now he's finally won a couple. It's just,
I won.
Kathy wins. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Buzzard's Roost, our friend Jason Bronner's brand, and the fact it's coming to Whiskey Row. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky. Catherine Carpenter versus Julian Van Winkle III. Which of those two do you think deserves to go in the Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame?
Oh, Winkle.
Winkle.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Buzzard Roost and Jason Bronner coming to Whiskey Row in Louisville.
Yes, we are. Is anybody excited about this beyond me?
I'm excited about it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think McNew's excited at all based on her intro.
No, McNew doesn't care. Yeah.
So let me.
We got to go there for the grand opening. We all got to be there, right? I mean, it's Bronner.
I would love to be there for the grand opening.
Do we have any idea yet when the
date?
Do we
It's
have a
supposed
date?
it's supposed to be coming up, I think, in late March. I think so.
March,
Yeah.
April, March. I heard March.
See, that's not really good timing for me. Do you think they could push it to April?
They'll probably push it back so you can.
They could do it for you.
Okay. I'd appreciate that.
Let's push it back.
Okay.
Katie Joyce can't come till April. They'll make that work.
Oh yeah, we're not opening this place
God.
without Katie. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a joke.
yeah.
Yeah.
So is this about the rule where distilleries can have a tasting room, or is this a separate issue? Because
This is a separate
one
issue.
and the same and not as well.
This is a separate issue because technically Bronner does not own a distillery. He owns a brand. He doesn't have a DSP. But that being said, in this small distillery, there's going to be an experimental still, a small still, which does mean he now has a DSP. And this gives him the ability to not only have this place, but now he can open up a tasting room too somewhere. So
when he opens this up, do we know where on Distillery Row he is?
no, I don't know exactly where, but I know it's right in the middle of things. He told me, it's
Because the rendering I saw online is beautiful.
it looks cool. It looks cool, right?
No,
I didn't know there was a still there.
Yes, yeah.
Are they going to
Supposed
let me tour the still?
Probably. I don't think it's a big place where I think you're going to see it no matter where you're at. So it's one of those deals. So yeah. And it's not meant to take over. It's not like they're going to be making all the Buzzards Roost. It's going to be experimental things that they then sell through the gift shop there.
So it's cocktails, tastes, and purchases of bourbon, but not food.
And talking to Bronner. Yeah. Not food though, I don't
hear
think.
me out though. So like, I love a distillery. I love what they do. I respect them, but I'm no longer interested in tours. Now, as a person who has been like on 500, I'm like, give me your products. Let me have a tasting. Are you like not more interested in the tasting than the tour?
Tasting's good. Yeah. Tasting's good.
So,
For tasting, I don't give a fuck about a tour anymore.
But
I get that, McNew, but I think you're further on your journey than I am, and I am really interested in the science of their still. I don't understand all the science of their still, but I want to see it. I
So
want to
I've
see if
also-
it's a
I-
hot still or a column still.
no longer cared. I've also been like, if that works, I don't care how it works. I just care that
So
it
does that just put you at
Great
alcoholic
things.
status?
I think she's just an alcoholic, is what McNew is.
Just
Yeah.
don't
So,
care how
because
it works.
honestly, if a sign of a good tour is when you have been on an infinite
Tours.
number of them and they still interest you, is that they can keep the attention of someone who's never been on a tour before. So they
Like,
give you
I'm
some of that
bored.
beginning information, but they have enough information there that you're learning enough about their specific process.
Because I haven't learned enough. So I'm
so
open
I
to
like
learning
to
more.
see the specific process of each
You
individual
like a
distillery.
tour. I won't take that away from you. You love a tour. That's fine. Good.
You love a tour. That's fine.
But
It's
you know
nothing
what I
on
love
her.
about you?
So, like,
you love the
I'm-
tour.
even, like,
love
I'm
the
going-
butterfly tour.
I'm going
I
to
love it.
Ireland in
I love the
September,
butterfly.
and I'm looking out like I want to do the tour where I spend like most of the day there learning how they make their their whiskey at certain distilleries. Like that's my favorite part of it. So,
Right.
I like
Yeah.
all the sciencey stuff behind it. That's what made me.
Is everyone
fall in love with
attending
this in the
Andrew
first
Webrink's
place.
class here? Who's attending Andrew Webrink's class? Okay, Kathy.
I'm going to be out of town. I'm so sad.
Oh my god, I'm
Ridiculous.
so
Ridiculous.
excited about Andrew.
I'm
Steve,
so
is
sad.
he
I
real
have the
tonight?
biggest bourbon crush on him
Yeah, well,
because of his science brain. I don't
sure.
even
I know.
It's not his ripped abdomen that
It's
gets you.
not-
excited.
I don't even know what his ripped abdomen looks like. I don't know what Andrew Weebrink
Is he
looks like.
doing the class shirtless?
He's doing the class
Well,
shirtless. Yes,
I might be able to change my flight plans.
Is he
I'm like,
married?
what's his face look
He's
like?
not married now.
Who
No,
fucking
he's,
cares?
He's engaged, right? He has
No.
he's not engaged either. He is
Oh my
dating
God,
someone
really?
seriously, but yeah.
Oh, how old is he?
He's fucking beautiful.
How old is he? 40-ish.
No,
Okay,
I
I
think
can work
he's-
that.
I think he's my age, Steve. I think he's like 30. He's in his 30s, I think.
Well, you're 40-ish at this point, McNew. I hate to tell you.
That counts in the ish. If you're late
You're
30s,
you're in the ish.
That's
You're in the
the
ish. You're not 40, McNew. You're 40-ish.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
You're
35.
killing her.
Yeah, McNew, you do know this, right?
This
40
show
is right
has
around the
taken
corner for you.
a
No.
bizarre turn away from Buzzard's Roost.
No.
No, no.
So, McNew, are you coming in for the Weebrink? Bo is
I
coming in. I know
up
that.
for
Bo's
it, but I
coming in.
could buy a ticket. Sure, why
She
not?
was going to, but now you called her 40ish.
Now
so
you
she's not
called me
going to
40,
anymore.
and now I'm not talking to you for a while. So no.
But
There
you
you
know
go.
what? If she
I
wants
finally
to
got in a
watch
fight with
Andrew
McNew,
Weebrink,
so it
she
had to
can
happen.
do it.
No, I am baby. I am 34. I'm not even 35 yet. No.
Yeah, you celebrate your birthday for so
Kathy
long.
just rolled her eyes.
I'm sorry. Yesterday was my birthday.
Yesterday was your birthday.
Belated birthday.
Well,
Thank you. I turned 53.
Aw, that's
congratulations
amazing.
on that. That
Yeah.
sucks. That
Dude.
sucks.
You're also 40ish.
Here's what you say to that. Oh my God, you look incredible.
Kathy, you're
Absolutely
so
do.
beautiful. You look amazing. I thought you were like 39.
I would have guessed 35, not
There you
53.
go.
Beautiful.
I would have taken 47. So
You're
Technically-
bless you
39.
all.
Technically, it wasn't yesterday as the audience listens to this, but that's okay. That's okay. We have
Steve
a
coming
hard
in with
time
his
with actually doing
mentality.
our shows. We have no comprehension of how a show works, and we're just like, whatever the day is today when we're recording, we assume we're recording this, so it's released on the day that we record it.
Nobody else needs, as far as they're concerned, my birthday was yesterday.
Okay. No matter
And
when
I
they're
turned
listening,
43.
Or, 9 days ago. Same thing.
McNew is
Yeah,
when
so-
we're having birthdays. Every birthday you have for her is at 32. She is no longer aging.
It was done aging. Okay.
We
Well,
stopped-
you're coming in for the Weaver class, right?
If he's shirtless,
Yeah, he's gonna be shirtless. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Aren't we all?
aren't we
We're
all?
all shirtless. Yeah.
Are we all shirtless?
we're all shirtless on the inside.
Weebring stayed at my place, so
On the
yeah, you can
inside.
stay there, and we can set it up where well, make sure.
I
the
might drink
bathroom
too
lock is
much
on.
that day and need to
Yeah.
stay somewhere.
Yeah, there you go. You can stay
If
at my place.
only
There
he
you go.
had an Airbnb in
Sure,
the Fox
Kathy,
Valley
here's the
shops.
thing, like, I have seen Weebring's girlfriend, and she's fucking beautiful. God,
Oh,
goddamn. Like,
okay.
I bet she's
my
also
girl-
shirtless
So
on
he
the
does
inside.
have
Do
a
you,
girl.
do you feel like
He does have a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend. He's not engaged. You asked if he's engaged or married. He's not engaged or married.
They're pretty serious,
Either one.
though. Like,
it doesn't matter. A
Right.
committed relationship is a committed relationship.
Yes, I respect a committed relationship. I'm not stepping on that.
Is there a certain knock you do? So say he doesn't have the girlfriend. So the girlfriend's on the picture. Is there a certain knock? Like, because you're staying at my house, you're upstairs, you two are home alone. I'm downstairs. Is there just like is there something like that? Or what's the call?
Wait a
We
second.
have his own room. I'm not setting you both up in the same room if you happen to be there.
You just know when it's okay, you know when it's not. There's just vibes.
I think Kathy's got a plan.
I got a plan.
Okay, what's the plan?
He's staying in your house and I'm staying in your house?
Yes, you're both staying in the house. Actually, you're both staying upstairs. All other bedrooms other than the master bedroom are upstairs, so you'll be up there.
There's no knock.
There's no knock. You just go in.
No. Just gonna go in there and take care of business.
Arden.
Just stroll in and take care of business.
Okay, next question. Bo, what's your plan?
Well, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do a
Bo.
knock?
Bo, what might your plan be?
What's your knock?
Well, I know what Bo's going to do. First of all, should I go wandering around for a drink of water out of the refrigerator, I will see one of Bo's socks hanging on the door if he was in there with me. He gives you the courtesy of the sock.
That lets you know that it's okay to come in.
Well, I thank you for that. Yeah, I famously, when I traveled with Royce Neely, I suggested we do the sock thing if just for fun. I threw it out there, and then he had to run out to his truck, and I put a sock on the door because I thought, what's going to be that motherfucker's reaction? And I'll be goddamn if he doesn't come in. I said, wait a second here. We're guys. There's a guy code. There's a sock on the door. You don't go. He's like, well, I wanted to see what was happening. I'm like, come on, man.
I wanted to see what was happening. I feel like that's the most
He
Royce
literally
answer
came
ever.
in because of the sock.
Isn't it?
The sock
I wanted
him to come
I
in.
wanted
He
to
wanted to see what was
see.
happening. It was a test. It was a social test.
Oh my
I was just
Honestly,
sitting there to see
I
what
would have
happened.
come in too. I would have come in too.
Well, that's terrible. You don't do something like that. That's against
This is
guy
an
code.
injustice to.
I feel like any of my friends, I'm fucking coming in that room. Like, it's our room.
Well, that's what
like,
Royce did.
I'm invited to.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm coming in. I'm seeing what's
tried
going
to tell
on.
the
I'm
guy,
checking out
I'm
the
like,
scene. I'm going to sit there, enjoy my coffee, go
This
about.
is back when he was
read my
single,
book.
but I thought this is really more for him. I thought, but ultimately we need to test. We need to test in this example to see what happens because this is going to be our guy code. And
now you know.
he failed the test because he
Stop.
came strolling right in the room. And then when I asked him, he wasn't like he forgot or messed up. No, he wanted to see what was happening.
That's 100%. I would do that.
Really, though, I don't know if he failed the test. I feel like the next
He
test
failed
would
the
be
test.
if
Yes.
you actually had someone like with you for legitimate purposes in a sock on the door. What's their response? I feel like that's
So,
the true test.
Steve, I think what they're saying is they're calling your bluff.
Yeah.
I
Maybe.
guess.
Yeah.
I feel like the
Yep.
proper response
They're
would have
calling
been,
your bluff.
I feel like I should have waited like 25 minutes and then call him and he's like, I'm sitting in the lobby. When's the sock coming down? That would have been the appropriate thing to do.
No.
No, they're calling your bluff. They know
He
you
just
don't
comes
have
strolling in.
anyone in there.
God forbid something would have been happening. He would have just come strolling in there. Well, so why do we even have the sock protocol then? There's
Here's
no
what
sock
you
protocol.
know about the younger ages.
But see, here's
The
the
sock
thing.
protocol goes out the window when you're past your teenage years. Like,
Here's the thing too. If
My
I had a
college
sock,
years was the sock thing, by the way. So
If
I was
I
in my
had a
20s
sock-
when that
Sorry.
was actually a thing.
if I had a sock,
It was a real thing at one point,
Wait.
actually.
Bo has sock information.
Okay, if you had a sock, okay,
If
go
I had
ahead.
a sock and you came walking in, I would stop and introduce you to and
And then
See?
join
Oh,
in.
yeah. I'm
that's
sure
just
this.
that is just common decency. I
That's-
I'm
appreciate
sure,
that
you think the
kind-
lady would like this?
Yeah.
This is my roommate.
Yeah.
My
No.
gosh.
that's sock.
I think she would be saying,
It's
didn't you
just a
see the
heads up.
goddamn
There's
sock?
going to be an
The
introduction.
woman would be saying about the sock should be the sock is on the door. What are you doing in here?
No,
That's
it's
what she'd be
still
saying.
a shared space.
Steve.
There should be no situation where you exclude the person from the shared space, in my
Yes.
opinion.
Yeah,
And
no,
so really it's just a heads up of, hey, there's going to be a person that you're going to be introduced to.
Oh, wait.
No,
So
no.
a sock means you have to take on two.
No, no.
What?
Oh,
No.
thank you, McNew. Oddly,
Wait,
McNew's
wait.
the
Shared
same one.
space.
Thank you, McNew. Yes.
I stand with Roost.
You and I are in a hotel in Colorado.
Right.
I
But
have
you
a
and I
sock-
are like the same age. I don't need to mentor you. We're both just old fucks where we know there's no need
Right.
for a sock protocol.
But here's the thing. I have a sock on the door. There's no effing way you're not coming
Oh.
in.
But I don't want to see
Exactly.
Bo, Nick.
Exactly.
I don't want to, I'm not
God.
Mormon. I don't want to see
But
Bo.
no, not to
So,
see
yeah.
that. But you're gonna come in just to
I'm
prove
worried
the
about what the
point.
sock means. I
Right.
would go
One,
along.
just to
No,
screw with the other person
I
because it's
might call.
entertaining.
I might
To the
call.
bar and you have yourself a good night. You
I
respect
feel like I would call, and then that would be it. I don't want to go storm the room because I don't know what I'm going to see.
I feel like
No.
two purposes
You
as
go
well.
back to the bar.
One, you get to
order a
screw with your
water,
buddy
and
because it's entertaining. Two, because you don't want to be displaced. Who the hell wants to wait out in the parking lot? No one.
Christ.
Go the hell in your own room that you've been sharing. And if they want to deal with it, fine, whatever. Now at least you're in your own bed. Better than sitting in the parking lot. Or in two, if they don't decide they don't want to deal with it, then at least you're back in your own bed and you ruined their night, not yours. That's
Yeah. That's fair.
Yep.
But
That's fair.
I think Katie shut us down.
this
I
has
think so.
gone so off the goddamn rails.
where was
It has.
We were talking about Buzzard's Roost.
And all
Opening.
that ties back into Buzzard's Roost, and they're
Yes.
coming whiskey row people. Enjoy. On that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do. I can see just Judy from Buzzard's Roost. Oh, hey, there's a show
Oh
about
my
us. I gotta
God.
Oh
listen to
my
it.
God. I feel so bad.
Judy's
Okay.
like 74 years old. One of the owners of
He's
Buzzard's
like,
Roost.
he
Give me a
is
check.
just like-
Oh, this is beautiful. They did a show about us. This is exciting. Gather
I would
around,
like to-
everyone. Let's get our friends and family. There's a show about us out there. Let's listen to this.
I would like to add for anyone who listened to this show for the purpose of the title had Buzzard's Roost in it and who still is stuck around and hasn't given up at this point, that I've been drinking the Buzzard's Roost Toasted Barrel throughout the show, and
That's
it is
pretty good.
delicious.
Yeah.
It is. It
It's
is
good stuff.
really good. I
really
too have been
is
drinking.
fantastic.
Yes.
I
It
think
is good stuff.
Steve had a Buzzard's Roost earlier in the night.
I
on
did,
another
which
show
was
as
also
well.
fantastic. Yes. Yeah.
So if most people, I doubt anyone who started the show for the purpose of listening for Buzzard's Roost is listening at this point, but if
Yeah.
they are,
It took a
is
weird turn.
delicious.
It took a weird turn. It's not my fault. I feel like I'm the victim here. It just
You're
the
the
show just
victim. You're always.
Sometimes
the
this
victim.
show has its own life, and we can't help it. We just got to get out of the way of the
does
show.
what
The
it
show
does.
It took on its own self. So, yeah. Kathy may be right, though. I may have to go back. I'm going to get a phone call from one of the participants here.
Not for me.
Exactly.
I'm not going to remember it because I've been drinking Buzzard's Roost. And you can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
Okay. Not bad plug for someone who doesn't even know what they're talking about at this point. Katie, how about you?
I stand by everything I said. I will walk right through that socked door.
That's ridiculous.
And
do
no,
not-
I
you do
stand
not break the sock
100%
barrier.
by that.
Very weird.
That's
That my brother has tried to lock me out of a hotel door in I think what was it? Dominican, Aruba, something like that. I like went to the patio door. I was open. I was like, no, you will let me into my own room. That it was I still got locked out on the patio the rest of the night. It was fine. Anyways, you can find me on see, I've had bad experiences. You didn't even just let the person in. Instagram at Katie Proof.
Bo, how about you?
I'm on all the socials at my journey through the American spirit and bourbon.
Is this part of the journey? The show tonight?
You fucking-
Yeah, I think it is part of the journey.
Is this literally part of the journey?
It's a detour in his journey.
I feel
Yeah.
like all 5 shows we recorded tonight are fucked up in their own way. I don't think we put on
And
the
Bo is a victim in every single one.
If we were anybody else, we'd trash all these 5 shows, but we're gonna put them out there. This is gold. All right. Thank you,
Content.
Bo. Thank you, Bo. We'll follow that journey for sure. Thank you so much. McNew, how about you?
I am on Instagram at McNew ABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Check us out there. We're in our shop. We've got the new socks that say "Do not open the store" that you can hang on the door. So yeah, check it out. It's made for hotels. So That's the newest thing in our ABV shop, so check that out. Also, please come by and see us at the ABV Barrel Shop. If you haven't done so already, sign up for email and text distribution so you know what's going on. ABVBarrelShop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you when? Well, tomorrow. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the Hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.